How's it going, Cicely?
Hey, Chris, I'm still single. I have a headdress on. No lies. Hey, I am so glad that this Me Too issue is finally coming to an end. I don't know what these broads are bitching about sexual harassment for. I'd welcome a little sexual harassment. Even date rape. At least the guy is considerate enough to make a date. Cosby had to put the kibosh on that, though. Yeah, I'm going to throw something out to you. When a man talks dirty to a woman, that's sexual harassment. But when a woman talks dirty to a man, that's $12 a minute. Huh? Yeah, I never had any luck with guys. Most of the guys I know suffer from small-timers disease. Yeah. And these are the guys that say size doesn't matter. Penetration would be nice. And did you realize that Viagra is the largest selling drug in the history of pharmaceuticals? I didn't realize that many men couldn't get it up. I thought it was just me. Yeah. Anybody here from a dysfunctional family? Yeah, like no shit. Who the hell isn't? I say you got mental baggage? Fly United. They'll be sure to lose it. Yeah. I was a victim of child abuse. I got gang raped by a group of Cub Scouts. Yeah. The worst part about it was having to send out all those thank you notes. My mother, though, she was a super alcoholic. What a bruiser. Yeah, she liked to drink vodka. Vodka, cream, and Metamucil. A white roughage. We begged my mother, Mom, please get some help. Go to Alcoholics Anonymous. She says, what's Anonymous? I know everybody. My mother died really young, though. I think she was 54, and she died playing bingo. Can you imagine? They say when your number's up, hers happened to be B29. Yeah. And conversely, my father lived to be 95 years old, and he got remarried when he was 90. And he married this mean, miserable, cheap woman. We nicknamed her Pruneface. Yeah, and Pruneface really took advantage of the healthcare system. She must have been in the doctor like 4 times a week. And the doctors, they take advantage of the healthcare system too. He ordered her to have a mammogram. A mammogram. She was 93. What are they going to do? Point the camera at her knees? We never understood what my father saw in Pruneface, except they were both so cheap. My father was so cheap, he had a coupon for his own cremation. And that was for Sonny's barbecue. And my sister, she's gay. Not that there's anything wrong with her, but she wanted to have a baby by artificial insemination. And I said, Jane, that's creepy. Why don't you just pick up a guy and do it? She says, no, we want to make sure the father has good genes. What kind of good genes does a guy have that jerks off in a jar for money? Not just me. I don't know about anybody here, but I'm getting real tired of LA. I wish Trump would quit picking on the Mexicans and build a wall around Los Angeles. There's just too many fucking people here. I can't take it anymore. Really. The homeless. There's 46,000 homeless here. And everybody says, oh, Sister Lee, you got to have more compassion for these people. They can't work. They have a drug and alcohol problem. I don't get it. I got to go to work to support my drug and alcohol problem. I didn't even know I had an alcohol problem. I had to do my taxes. I had to list Jim Beam, Johnny Walker, and Don Julio as dependents. And you know what kills me? The little sign they hold up, will work for food. What the hell do you think I do? And it really annoys me when they grub cigarettes. Cigarettes are up to $10 a pack. You can't even afford to get candy. Yeah. It costs you $20 just to cough on the corner. And I smoke Newports. Why? Because every time I buy a pack of cigarettes, they give you a free baseball cap. I figure I could wear it for chemotherapy. You know, Trump wasn't all wrong, though, when he said we're giving our country away. I speak from experience. I lived in Little Baghdad. I mean Persia, Iran, Beverly Hills. Yeah. All the women there, they're all in the hijabs or the burqas. They don't even say hello. They just keep their head down. I thought, well, that's kind of rude, man. But when I moved into my apartment, this woman, my next-door neighbor, came over with a welcoming wagon. I think she had a cup of sheep's eyeballs or something, right? But she came over dressed in a full burqa. How rude. I said, you know what, I'm going to give her a dose of her own medicine. So I talked to her through the mail slot. I must say, though, the Persians are really becoming Americanized now. In my neighborhood, there must be a burqa king on every corner. Yeah. And the men, they have their own strip club down on Pico Boulevard. It's called the Camel Toe Inn. Yeah, and all the men are yelling at the women on stage, show us your ankles, show us your ankles. And before I moved to Little Baghdad, I lived in Little Ethiopia. Do you know where that is? On Fairfax Avenue? That's right. And they have all this restaurants, fine dining, excellent cuisine. I'm thinking, what the hell would they know about food? Weren't they just starving to death? But I had to try it. So they had a $6.95 lunch special. So I go in there. I think I talked to the maitre d' for 10 minutes before I realized he was a coat-man. I ordered a shish kebab. They served me a toothpick with a fly on it. I don't know if we have any Trumpsters here. Any? Yeah, see? You know, when he first came into office, I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. So I knew he had written a couple of books. So I went to a bookstore in my neighborhood. And of course, the bookstore owner was a Muslim. And I said, sir, do you have Donald Trump's latest book on illegal immigration for Mexicans and Muslims? And he looked at me aghast. And he said, piss off, get out, don't come back. I said, yeah, that's the one. Do you have it in paperback? God bless you. Bye-bye.